every time I peel a layer back, there's just something more beautiful and more tender waiting for me. Like certain seasons have like come to their appropriate and natural end. You're not gonna believe this. It is Monday. I am about to get dressed and ready to go for the day. It is a little bit warmer here than it has been, thank God. I'm doing my best to not shop today and educate myself about Palestine. I've been kind of just witnessing it all through my phone, obviously, without knowing any of the history. So I'm spending today learning about the history. I am getting coffee with a friend later, so I'm trying to get dressed and go sit with her. When you learn about stuff like this, it can feel so debilitating. Like, one, because American government we have a lot of people running this country who don't care about people. Everyone in the whole world is watching the US flop right now and show its true colors, and Pluto just entered Aquarius. It's Aquarius season. I'm just feeling really activated because that's like a big energy for collective liberation. So I'm just spending some time learning. Like, I have basic needs, and like every time I eat a meal, or I, have the luxury of going to the grocery store, or put gas in my car, or like sit and have a specialty coffee, it's like it feels so pointless and so dumb. Like, I wish I could just make a big pot of soup and I could just like materialize and like feed people and then vanish, not have to deal with stupid borders. And I just want everyone to eat food, and I want everyone to have a place to live. It feels like there's so much that I like can't do. And all I can do right now is like learn and speak and like take care of the people in my immediate circle. Yeah, it's just in my brain constantly. And like, if sharing my link, doing a sponsored video helps me have access so I can help, then I guess that is worth it. Or like supporting a small business so that someone near me can have dinner tonight, and caring for my community. If that's what I can do, then that's what I can do. It's like really hard for me to not share what I'm doing and planning. I've seen things in the past on the internet that are like, don't talk about what you're doing, let things be in secret, don't share about things until they're done. Like that kind of energy, and I just think it's stupid. How are people gonna know to celebrate with you or to grieve with you if you're never talking about what you're doing and you're never in process? And so what I'm trying to do right now is I'm planning to move back to Nashville in like 6 weeks, in learning about all of this, like in learning about the genocide. I don't want my video to like get bumped in the algorithm because I want people to listen. I'm like grappling with death a lot right now. And that's very Plutonian, of course, too. And to have that in like my 6th house. So Aquarius is my 6th house in my birth chart. That's like my routines, health and wellness, work, like daily, everyday kind of things. It's like that kind of energy. And it's like, what matters to me right now is to be close to the people that I love the most. And so I'm like, why am I halfway across the country when, I'm not promised tomorrow, I'm not promised next week, I'm not even promised 6 weeks, like the most important thing to me right now is to get back to the love of my life. I'm just feeling like when you start considering how fragile human life is, and how at any moment this could be your last moment, and how little control you actually have over that. And if it doesn't like spur you into an anxious, anxiety-ridden state, and then instead spurs you into, I'm going to live a little different today. I'm going to care about something a little bit more intensely, or love someone a little bit more intentionally, because I know that maybe I won't get to. I want to say sorry, and I want to repair, and I want to be curious and ask questions and hear people's stories. Those sorts of things that really stir me up I'm like, I need to pay attention to what's going on. And I need to let it affect me and change the way that I care for the people around me. And not that I wasn't caring before, but it makes me care more. Like, it's one of those endless resources, is the amount that you can love someone. I'm just feeling really emotional about it. And I want to let my emotions guide me into a place where I'm more caring and more open and more focused and intentional with how I interact with the people around me. And to just be attuned to who needs my support and who needs my voice. Because I have all my basic needs met. How about that? Like, what a gift. I just had the best little afternoon. I'm feeling so excited and so like nervous in a way, like giddy, because I spent the afternoon working on updating my resume and adding in some of my new skills that I've learned since working in coffee and working as a barista, and now I know how to like roast coffee and all that sort of stuff. I'm kind of impressed with myself. I'm like, I'm really like surprised and like shocked by the growth. Sometimes you don't realize how things are progressing in the moment, but then you sit and you look back and it's like, whoa, I've kind of grown a lot. Even in the last 2 years, like my life looks so different. Like life changes in the span of a day, like sometimes even the span of a choice. So I just remembered that there's a shop in Nashville that I love, love, love so much. I have one of their stickers on the back of my laptop. And as I turned my laptop around for my friend to read my resume and like look over it, I saw this sticker, and it's literally the tiniest little sticker, little orange sticker. It's for crema. No way. How did I forget about crema? So there's like a few different places that I was remembering in Nashville that I wanted to apply to, where they roast their own beans, because I want to continue growing in that skill and I want to keep learning. I totally forgot about crema, and I don't know how that's possible, because not only is it one of my favorite places in Nashville to get coffee, it is also a really special place for me and my girlfriend. So I am like, I cannot believe I didn't even think about applying to crema until I saw that and until I sat there in that moment. So I just can't believe I didn't think to apply to them. But now I'm definitely, that's like the first, that's like, that whoop, went straight to the top. I am going to finish my application when I get home. I feel really good about it, and I'm just so grateful for this experience that I've had here in Denver. Last year at this time I was planning on moving, and now I'm planning on moving back and like all this stuff. My life is about to shift again. I feel like I'm always in transition. It was 2 years ago that I left my marriage and like entered in that separation period. Like it was the end of January in 2022, and it's like somehow the end of January 2024. It's just really special and beautiful to see, and to see how confident I feel after a time that I felt really emotionally distressed and really in a lot of pain. I feel like this is the slow change, the soft change that you don't necessarily recognize. Like leaving the marriage was like a hard change, like saying I'm done, I gotta go. How like life has progressed in the last 2 years has been like that soft change that you don't even notice until you're once again like finding yourself in another cocoon, in another chrysalis, and like about to cut out of it and have soggy wings again. Like feel like everything is like, oh my gosh, like I'm out of the goop once again and into a truer form again. Every time I peel a layer back, there's just something more beautiful and more tender waiting for me. And I'm so grateful for that progression and like to see that continual like resurrection of self whenever I allow parts of me to die. Like certain seasons have like come to their appropriate and natural end. So there's this local thrift and a couple of other locations that are collecting donations for migrants who are coming to our area. So I'm just going to go through some of my clothes and see what I can bring over there. I've been meaning to sort through some of my sweaters that I just haven't been reaching for or gravitating towards, and that I've just been sitting in my drawer for the last few months, and it's been cold enough here for me to have used them and worn them. So I'm gonna just kind of go through that drawer, gonna move through, find jackets, pants, shoes, just kind of those sorts of things, so that I can bring them to the donation site. Good morning. I am going to go donate those clothes that I set aside. Yeah, I'm also going to probably get a coffee, sit and do some work because I'm applying for jobs today. You're not gonna believe this. I just parallel parked backwards, if you will. Like, usually I can only parallel park on the right side of the road, but this is a one-way street, so I could parallel park on the left side of the road, and I just parallel parked on the left side of the road. First try. Like, I am one with my vehicle. You know what I mean? Like, we are symbiotic. I'm back home. Here are the trousers that I got at Strawberry Mountain. They're a little bit wider than I normally go for. Like, usually my trousers kind of are more tapered, but I'm really vibing with this shape. Here's the back. Yeah, they fit my waist perfectly, and so I'm vibing with it. I think it looks really good. The texture is like this kind of, what do they call this, herringbone? And then you can't really see it. Maybe I'll show another picture of it in the car, but like there's a purple thread running through the middle of each little herringbone situation. They're not completely wool. I think they're a wool polyester blend, but they're nice. I like them. All right, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I have enjoyed spending the last couple days with you all, and thank you for hearing me. Thank you for holding space for me. I invite you all to do what you can to care for your communities and to support the people who need help the most, and take care of yourself and make sure you have enough support. If anything resonated with you in this video, I love hearing from you in the comments, so definitely speak respectfully and thoughtfully, and I can't wait to hear from you. Sign up for my newsletter, linked below. And if you want to work with me on developing your personal style by learning about your kibbe body type through a more inclusive lens, I'd love to sit with you and chat with you and help you out. Thank you so much for being here. I will talk to you very soon.